We're just heading off to Hamilton. We're scooting along pretty well on Wednesday, the 31st of July 2024. And we're just going to a radio station. We just have to be careful. This car runs away. It's running away. I've got to put the brakes on to slow it down. It's really, really on fire. The mechanic did a good job to give it a warrant and rego. So I got my license at the same time, and just enjoying my drive. King of the road. Just have to be careful not to get caught speeding, but it's just a little car that takes off. This little Mitsubishi Outlander, all-wheel drive. It's just very good, very reliable, and I wouldn't be without it at the moment anyway. So we're going to be talking about the current situation in the world of who's trying to take over the world, the rabbis or the Welsh, German, Spanish. That's created and false Britain. Britain is not a real country, like Belgium is not a real country, as Israel is not a real country. It's being manufactured by these Rabbi Zionists that have created an illusion or false Britain and put it into England's soil land, sovereign country, and compromised England, compromised all the countries that the British Crown has conquered, and we're taking on the British Crown from where they got the authority to go and take over countries with the War Powers Act, the 1689 King William III of Orange, Protestant jurisdiction of Admiralty court-martial law, or prized possessions on everything they took from a native country's land and transferred it into British Crown ownership of the instrument, the legal instrument. So it's all legal. The British Crown on English soil, sovereign land, created this make-believe English and compromised Scotland and Ireland into England's soil land from Germany, where they were alien invaders from Germany, Spain, and Denmark. But Denmark created the Admiralty law of the sea and of the land. Okay, that's King William III of Denmark, of Dutch land. Zeeland is New Zealand, and Easter Island, or Rapa Nui, is Dutch founded Easter egg, the birth of the world, and its memorial Moai statue. The statue is my own family Wanoa, bloodlines, Royal Tahitian family heirloom. That means the tikanga law, L-O-R-E, of truth. That's God's atua. God is English word, colonial corporate word for atua, God, our God in the universe, out to Makemake planet at the end of the universe, and founded by East Island and my people, the water people in the Pacific. They were the greatest navigators of the world, and these British people got together with Scotland, Ireland, England, Wales, and formed this British corporate private company called City of London, and they created with the Pope the Vatican City corporate and the other big corporate, Washington DC corporate. Okay, so those three corporates are the biggest corporates in the world, and they demolished the City of London. The Rothschilds collapsed that and sold the land as real estate. No more City of London government, country, separate sovereign state and government over Westminster. That's how they took out King Ernest Augustus I, the brother of King William IV and King George IV. Took him out and illegitimately got him out through a legislative act of Westminster Parliament. The Westminster Parliament was set up by the Dutch King William III of Orange. The Admiralty laws, the court of record of the first mortgage levy. The levy is what they use in the British Crown, levy on you, as a mortgage deed at sea, death certificate, death of your birth certificate as if you were dead and not human. So that's this rabbis. These Welsh are English speaking, most of them are English speaking, but only a very few speak the Welsh language and in Welsh. So there, just a handful are these rabbis. The Welsh are the Satan in Britain, of Ireland, England, Wales and Scotland. So the Wales compromised the Irish and the Welsh, Irish and the Scottish, and made use of them and usurped their country's sovereignty and put it into their British Crown sovereignty on British soil, sovereign land, native, indigenous native land. That's what we're going back to, the original indigenous native people of their England soil land, and not the Muslim that's taken over the Westminster Parliament and the Magistrate King's Bench Court, or native courts of England, and put their own Islam law over the land, and the Westminster Parliament and the lower house and the Commons are swearing their oath of office to Allah and Muslims and not to King Charles. He's not there on that list of monarchs in that Westminster. So why is he going in as a king on our courts in New Zealand and the defendant versus King Charles? And why is that he's in Papua New Guinea as their monarch sovereign when they don't swear their oath of office to him in Westminster? That's so wrong. It's legally wrong and legitimately wrong on the bloodline continuity of sovereignty to the Dutch king of the law of corporations. He made the corporation law, and we've got King William IV's corporation flag, 1835 Municipal Corporations flag. It is also a trading bank flag. It is also a Constitution 1835 flag, and it is also a free passage through the world flag that we use as our passport. The flag is our passport for the Maui Crown, pound note, chip coin that offsets the crypto and the new US dollar that's gone from fiat dollar into the Ripple net cash, and that's going to have Pope Francis' head on it as the head of all sovereignty of the world, that he's got and gone and bought the Ancestry.com DNA all the DNAs, and he's compromised them all and put them into his corporation, that he got rid of his corporation law and dissolved it in the motu proprio 2013 Act. And so he has no right, no legal, no legitimate right to use Admiralty law for his Pope sovereignty that's been created by King William III, Dutchman, Protestant church. And the Catholic Church is going to get a good fat hiding this time around in Hamilton, where Cambridge is Te Ra Waikato Wharehere Manukau, Moriori, Paramount Chief, 1823, made a contract, a commercial corporation contract with King George IV, British Crown Corporation, 1823 Act. And he made a contract that was worth 17 trillion that Eddie Mitchell from New South Wales, Australia, Queen Victoria Crown, British Crown, has stolen from me, the creator of that instrument that made High Court rules and the Native Court original Moriori title to King George IV contract. The contract has been compromised, stolen by Eddie Mitchell and his Mitchell Family Trust here in New Zealand, Singapore, IBC, International Baptist Church, and also in Australia, the Mitchell Family Trust. There registered within a week of 303 companies, shell companies or shelf companies that are fraudulent and laundered money from me and our claim of lease lands in New Zealand for 220 years. It's lasted, the lease, being higher than over 1,000 trillion, is what I'm saying. And Eddie has sliced off 17 trillion for his Mitchell Family Trust. And that's the Proceeds of Crimes Act he has broken in Britain, UK Crown, and also their own New Zealand Crown private corporation. It's a private business government of New Zealand, sovereignty of Pope Francis, that's at stake here today on the radio for half an hour, and I get 8 minutes to say a public statement out aloud as the town crier of our corporation of Moai Crown King William IV Trust and Moai Crown King William III Trust, and also the Moai Crown Royal Tahitian Trust of the Pacific World title in 257 countries of native people to banish the rabbis and this World Economic Forum and New World Order and the World Bank and the IMF Bank and Rothschild Banks and Rockefeller and also BlackRock, Fink and JP Morgan off our native land, banished forevermore and gone back to their own native lands, just like how the Queen went to Scotland to die, but she should have gone back to Frankfurt, Germany, but decided to go to Scotland to try and hold Scotland together as the Queen of Scots. But she's German, and Scots are Scot-German and not Scottish their self-independent country that's also Indigenous natives of Scotland are not Germans. Okay, they are Scottish by right to the land, and the England's people are English natives by right to their land under the 1689 Human Rights Act of King William III, Dutchman, Protestant. Okay, the Protestants are at war with the Catholics again after all these years to belt the shit out of them off our native lands and go back to their own land. Okay, that's the natives. We're the first lead off in the native courts the first in the world to have a native court hearing, number 61 today. Court hearing with Andy Devine in Greece. He's supposed to be a England native indigenous man, and he's in Greece, and I'm not wondered why he's there flying the flag of the King William IV, and also on behalf of King William III, that made the law of the land, the law of the money, the law of transfer of land from one country to another, and through Scarly French company that I'm using to transfer safely under $1 million or £1 million notes, Moai pound notes. In
600 metres, keep left to continue on State Highway 1C.
Okay, I've just got to keep watch and get the right lane and go down the right way. We're just having a nice drive. I just can't wait to get my hands on a helicopter and a plane.
Keep left to continue on State Highway 1C.
I've got my driver's license now. I lost all my license. I had every license in the book, but when I got mischief on the road, then I lost the whole lot of them and went to jail over it. So there, I've seen the inside of a jail. I've been in jail for Cook Street, and those people that put me in there, 41 of them are going to jail, and also the police. All the police that put me in jail are going to jail. Okay? It's jail, the bus. I said to Jack, King Jack, Liam, his name is Liam, is guardian protector. That's what that name means in the Gaelic terms or in Irish terms. He's Irish and not so much Dutch, but he may have some connection to the Dutch, but the Irish matters. He's Irish here in New Zealand, Ulster here in North Island, and Munster in the South Island, and Leinster, Stewart Island, the Stewart family. Okay? The Stewart families are all over the place. They're the Scotland Yard, the Stewarts. S-T-U-A-R-T and S-T-E-W-A-R-T. I know that all back to front, the everything of everything. Okay? So it's us, Irish here, versus the Irish in America. There are these rabbis that are leading those Americans, Irish people, that got kicked out of England. They got booted out. And the Parliament kicked them out because they're mischief. And they're still mischief. And our Irish here are genuine. This is Ireland here, the blueprint of Ireland, the real Ireland, over there, and Zealand, which is in Dutch. To lead off with Abel Tasman, and also going way back to earlier times of the first kings. Okay, so there, that's a little history, and I think we're going the right way. I'll just follow. It'll tell me which way to go, left or right. The GPS. I'll just go on GPS. This little bomb is going really good. Yeah, heaps of gas in the back, in the battery in case it goes flat, but it's starting very good. Brakes are good, got new brakes, new tyres, and fresh warrant and registration for 12 months. So we're all good, legally good, and on our way. Wipers on. I just have to slow this car down because it goes too fast. And it's a real highway car. You just go flying right past everybody. I just have to not go too fast. There's no hurry to get there. I need to get there by 11 o'clock. So I want to get there early with Jack so I can sit down with him. And he is the genuine Irish in my family. I'm Irish too. I've got my coat of arms to the Cosgrove family and also to the Rogan family. the Rogan judges and the Cosgrove Governor General of Australia, and also the lawyers are Cosgrove. That's where I get my brain from, those white people. And then I get my tikanga law truth from Tahiti, Rapa Nui, East Island, and Raiatea Island, Taputapu Aotea Marae, and Anakena Marae on East Island. Okay? So there, I don't have to karaki or anything. It's in me. It's somebody's watching me from there and maki out in the planet, way out there, waiting for me to make the spaceship. It's gonna go. It's gonna be built soon. It's gonna get the tidal turbine bridge up, and that making bulk hydrogen for the aircraft. The hydrogen passenger planes will get those and own them. We'll own the planes that will fly hydrogen, and the fossil fuels will have a problem because we'll have hydrogen, everything hydrogen. Okay, and you can live on the water and nice clean water from after the engine makes the generation. So choice power and vector energy and contact energy have already got a semi-contract with me to put the tidal turbine bridge up and supply the liquid hydrogen to the Auckland Harbour Bridge underneath the big power generator with a container ship engine running the generators run on hydrogen, and a diesel engine can be changed to run on hydrogen, and the liquid hydrogen comes straight from the East Cape, from that tidal bridge straight into the Auckland under the harbour and fly there and go by ship as well, LNG's tanker converted to hydrogen, liquid hydrogen. Okay, so that's on the cards. And the solid metal hydrogen tanks for the helicopters, the big Russian helicopters. I'll get all those ones in the paddock and convert them all to hydrogen, and they'll be flying all over the place to drop the hydrogen tanks, the Kevlar tanks full of hydrogen. They're stronger than steel tanks and be lighter for the helicopter to drop them and fill up the hydrogen tanks all over the country instead of having power lines all ripped down. They're all ripped down and the land recovered. Okay, and we'll melt all those power lines down, all the steel power lines and all the wires and everything, and make good out of them for the engines. So that's what it'll be. All the steel will be converted into steel for the power platform bridges, the Moai tidal energy platform bridges in the sea that employs about 30 to 40,000 people and 4 stories high. And Zhejiang in China will build them to Kawi, Denmark specifications. They've got the plans up there, and I just need to talk to the new CEO. And last was the CEO before. He's retired now and left the company to run with his new CEO. I'll get in touch with him and get the project on the way. And that bridge will be up within a year. Up, the first one that turns over 55 billion US dollars, or even 55 billion plus Moai pound notes. And we've got our own Moai pound note and cash and 2 bar pound note. And the 2 bar pound note is still there, the stencils and the press to make it, and Delarue, the biggest biggest money making printing in the world. And so they can just pick up the 2 bar of King Tawhia, and the BNZ Bank in New Zealand has the 2 bars on it. They just pick it up and change the head on it, and you leave the 2 bar on it and change the colour to greenback for the 970 million trillion pound note with King Ernest Augustus V on it, his head, and on the trillion pound my head on it as the surrogate king William III, surrogate king William IV, surrogate king George IV, and surrogate king George III. Okay, we've got those all lined up to go together and make
In 600 metres, at the roundabout, take the second exit onto Thermal Explorer Highway, State Highway 1C heading to City Centre, Taupo.
Second exit. Second exit. I'm getting behind this truck. Second exit. I just have to watch. Can't wait to get into the studio. Second exit. That's the first exit there. Second exit down that way. I've been over the road enough times, but I like to use the GPS now because it gets me right where...
Exit the roundabout onto Thermal Explorer Highway. Continue on State Highway 1 for 2 kilometers.
We're not far now. So there, that's what's happened. We've got our chip coin, which is the opposite to the crypto, Ripple Net Cash. We've got our chip coin, cash, money, that backs up the pound note cash, folding money, cash. So we've got the chip coin, that's going to start off at $1 trillion. On a birth certificate is $1 trillion, and the Pope's birth certificate is $1 million. Okay, they've stolen 500,000 and left the other 500,000 in to make money on your birth certificate and roll it over and over and over on the stock market. We don't go on the stock market because it's banned. We have forbidden any stock market in our system. So you won't find that gambling, Ponzi, pyramid game that they're still playing. They're using the fiat money as a commodity. It's a commodity just as much as a container of fish or container of meat or produce. It's the same. They're selling the fiat, fake, laundered money, Ponzi money, pound note 1 bar, Ponzi, pyramid game, money as backing up their new Ponzi US dollar Ripple Net on a Ripple crypto platform that they've bought, and they've got that and converted it and made it legal and sovereign. So the Pope's saying all other cryptos are not sovereign, so he's going to shut them all down. He's going to shut down the New York Stock Exchange, and now the bastard has gone into the Westminster Parliament and the City of London, or not the City of London. They've gone into Westminster Parliament and the London Exchange as a exclusive club of shareholders that only they, the billionaires and millionaires, are able to have the crypto Ripple, like transfer system of money from one wallet, Ripple Net wallet to another Ripple Net cash wallet, wallet. And so they are still playing with Ponzi scheme money. It's still crooked money that makes it corrupt. The whole thing is a Queen Victoria and Rothschild Bank corruption of the legal system in the rabbis they call legal. They call themselves legal. They say they created the legal. No, it was King William III judgment that created the legal in the Westminster Parliament. It's all there. The memorials, his memorial is there. King William IV memorial is there in south of England, in Plymouth, Devonport, and Devonport here, Plymouth, New Plymouth here, is the same thing. We are a splitting image, and we are a blueprint of Ireland and the British, okay, here in New Zealand. We're the ones that hold the British flag of King William IV, the only corporation municipalities flag with 8-point stars of St. Patrick, the Protestant. He gave up his Catholicism. He got banished from the British Church of England, and the Queen is the Church of England, not the Queen of Britain UK. There's no Britain UK in her dynasty of her Rothschild family. No Britain UK. It's just they made it up in their head and went along and screwed the Dutchman's original court of record. Okay, so that we're up against, Andy Devine. We're after the court of record. Anybody who can bring up and show me a native title to the original continuity of sovereignty from king to king to king to king to the document and the instrument. Show me where yours is, because if you haven't got it, you never did have it.
In 200 metres, at the roundabout, take the first exit onto Norton Road.
Okay, I'm going down Norton Road. We're not far now. I'll just take my time. It was a fast trip down. Just showing you that I'm capable of driving, and I'm capable of driving this big business, Maui Crown King William IV Trust and Na'atua Ewa Aotea Limited, bank default creditor. Okay, we're defaulted all the corporations in the world because of the crooked Ponzi scheme. The Ponzi laundered money, Proceeds of Crimes Act, broken that in the High Court of Admiralty, London, and the High Court of Admiralty here in New Zealand, and the maritime law, broken that as well. Okay, so there, we're going to keep on their back until they drop, like the Pope in Rome burns again, and the City of London burns again in the Parliament and flush them out. We're going to sack the Westminster Parliament, all those Muslims off there, because they're not native. They're not native, they're not indigenous, they are alien invaders, and they are squatting legally or illegally on the native England sovereign land. Okay, the sovereigns of England and the sovereigns of New Zealand. The sovereign Irish of New Zealand join with the sovereign natives of Ireland. Okay, I've got Sean Maguire there. I've got Paul Brown there, just two that are going along with me, and I've been staying with Paul Brown in his little town not far from what's that place again? Anyway, over there, and I'll go back there again and join my family, the Cosgroves and the Rogans in Ireland, and take over all those corporate companies and in Ireland and bankrupt the whole lot of them. Bankrupt the whole lot of them with King Jack, Irishman today, and also Maguire, Sean Maguire in Ireland. He's been there, living in his car like me, and been battling all these years, and the time has come. The time has come for the alien squatters to go home and deport them all off his native land and go back to the Erie, the original Erie before they made it Ireland. Okay? We go straight through here. I'll just follow the GPS. There's I am, just so you can see me. And bright as a 2-bob watch. And all eyes. Alert, well slept.
In 200 meters, at the roundabout, take the 4th exit onto Seddon Road.
4th exit. 4th exit. Getting close. 4th exit. We've got plenty of time. 4th exit. That's all right, yeah? Listen to the lady, and it'll get me anywhere. I washed my feet this morning. If you have a look at my feet, that's the pattern of Egypt. The pyramid is my pattern of my feet. That's how you tell that I'm connected with East Island, the same pattern of feet. That's why I put the feet there, so you can see the pattern and match up the pattern of where they come from. That's how you tell the DNA. You just go by the feet. Right? What's that? It's Egypt. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Exit the roundabout onto Seddon Road.
4. Seddon Road is over there.
In 600 meters, turn right onto Tainui Street.
Yep. Tainui Street. We're doing well. Rapata and Pare and Brian. Tainui Street is further up. That'll take me straight to the radio station. Somewhere along. Somewhere. It's along further.
Take the next right onto Tainui Street.
Okay. Go that way. Up the hill.
In 500 meters, turn left onto Collingwood Street.
Oh, that's the street, Collingwood. That's my street. That's where the radio station is. I'm there. And just turn left and go down the hill. And it's right there. Cool. We're there. I'll put this on Facebook afterwards. Rather than say you know I got here safely. In one piece. And go down the next one. It's Collingwood. Little Kiwi. Collingwood is somewhere along here. I'll just pull up on the left.
Take the second left onto Collingwood Street, then turn left.
Okay.
Take the next left, then turn left.
Okay, we're here now. We're at the radio station here, and I'm a little early, so I'll just talk to my team, the party, Reverse, Rabbi and Brian Workman up there in Okanoni, or up there somewhere in Kaikohe, Umanaya. Okay, it's up there. So we'll just end this video in a minute. I'll just say that we are the Irish here, the original native Indigenous Irish that is taking responsibility for the War Powers Act 1689, King William III of Orange, Battle of the Boyne, and the Irish in Ireland who are speaking Irish and not speaking Welsh or any other language, or speaking English as well in Ireland, and not mixed up with the rabbis in Wales, and that's King Charles is Welsh, and that's where the fraud is with him and his German side of his mother, and the British crown that's hijacked our crown, British crown, off the Dutchman, King William III of Orange. Okay, we're there to join with Sean Maguire and Paul Brown, those two in Ireland, and they're in the Erie, the original native Indigenous country that has the sovereignty of their own, and I'm putting our sovereignty here with their sovereignty there to claim everything of St. Patrick Church that King William III fashioned his 8-point star on our flag of King William IV, with the four corners of the Earth planet, world, north, east, south, west, or in Indigenous native Tahitian, Nā Hau e Wha, in my own tikanga law, L-O-R-E language, of Rapa Nui. Rapa Nui, big shine, big sun, midday, straight up above, and the earth world womb of the woman at Anakena Island, Anakena Marae, and the birth of the Easter egg. That's where the egg is. That's Easter egg to the Dutchman. Okay, that's his Dutch title to this whole planet, that the Pope, the Catholic, can't make that title. 12 midday, the rising sun there, up right in the middle of the universe, straight down. And 6 a.m. on my land, Tipito, from Tipito, birth of the world, earth, there at East Island at 12 midday, and the womb of the woman, the womb birth, and the East Cape, Tipito there, birth of Aotea, New Zealand, Dutch country. That's 6 a.m. on the dot, first rising sun in the world, and the sun is shining there at the same time as the sun is shining at midday on East Island, Rapa Nui, to Moko Nui. Moko, big face. Nui, big, and Nui, big. Moko, face. The face of the Earth planet. Okay, so there. 6 a.m., the new life energy force comes from midday of the woman's womb and down the coast to the East Cape, 6 a.m., and it's exactly 6 p.m. in Africa, Ghana, on the Phoenix Hotel, right on the beach. 3 spots on the beach. The sun is synchronized to shine at the same time in 3 places, the triangle. Perfect title, clear title to the planet Earth. Not the Pope and all these lines all over the bloody place. That's all crooked. It doesn't mean a thing. This is it. And then at midnight is Pakistan. That is 12 midnight. That's a perfect image of a triangle in a square circle of light. Okay, that's perfected title. Not the fucking Pope and all these lines going this way and that way and all over the fucking place. And stolen memorial. Stolen moai, stolen pyramids, stolen the capstone off the top. That's the energy, life force, and Tesla. They created the frequency engine there. And I've got my own frequency engine, the moai magnetothermohydrodynamic engine. That's electric, battery, motor, in one. It's the world as a model. The world is a electric DC, electric motor, battery, and generator in one. It's a self-propelling motor that creates all the heavens and all the stars out there and all that powered up by this earth generator. It's not a fucking flat earth, you stupid rabbis. It's not indoctrinating everybody by doing this. Stick your fingers up your ass, because that's what you say is victory, and your goat is bloody bullshit, full of bullshit and pretenders. You are a pretender of English and speaking English and wiping the English out with your British. You're making people fight themselves. You're making the Irish fight against the Irish. You're making your Maoris over here fight against the Maoris. You're making the Pakeas here fight against the Pakeas. The American Indians fighting against the American Pakea, white man. So, there, that's it. British means white man. White man. Okay? British means white man. It's a white man, not a black man. God gave the title and the mana to the black man because he didn't trust a fucking white man. That's it. You're stealing people's intelligence. You come and dig my moa out of the ground and finding out you're researching something we already researched, you stupid bastards. We already researched Makemake planet out there, the brown dwarf planet. And what the fuck does the white American call brown? He could put his name on Makemake and call it his planet. Bloody Pope said, I've got control of the earth and its laws. I'm now going higher laws up. So he's going to steal my fucking moai on Makemake planet out in the universe, into the universe. He will never get there because I've got a spaceship that'll melt him. It'll clean the whole fucking lot out. One shot, bang, gone. Okay? It'll fucking cook him. It will cook him. Fucking flat. The whole fucking Vatican will vanish. Okay? Bang, the whole bloody lot. That's what they're doing in Christchurch. That earthquake there. That's what they do. Create a scene, put actors in, then they make a disaster that they go and fix up. That's what they do. Create the scene, put the actors there, then cameras, action, that they make it look like they were running away from trouble and trying to save everybody. They ran away from here, ran away from there, and just like Jacinda Ardern, the blimmin' Latter-day Saints, ran away with her father and her uncle, Ian, the churchman, the Latter-day Saints, chief of all the Pacific Islands, is a fucking crook. Is a crook. The bloody churches are the fucking biggest crook out. Got the fucking money out of the fucking Dutchman's brain, and my brain too, and the Tahitian brain. Got it out of the brain. Yep? Made Maori go and screw my own people. Now, Maori is an invention of British Pākehā white man. That's what they call white man. And we call white maggot. A white man, Pākehā, is a white maggot. That's only a fucking white maggot fucking squatter on our native lands. Get off the fucking thing. Get off our land. That's what I'm telling Jack Liam. Get those other Irish in America off our land, in England soil land, sovereign. We are sovereign. They're not. They're not sovereign. They are runaways. They are runaways. They went to have the American dream and fucking turned it into disaster. They're just like that fucking Camilla. Cackling away. Fucking stupid. Mental. King William III and King William IV had the Lunacy Act and the Hanging and Chains Act for people that are pōrangi in the head. That means mad. They're mad in the head and running the bloody country mad. They're turning kids into mad kids. Yeah, see, we've got to rescue them. We've got to rescue them, Jack. All these children that have been brainwashed on their phones and led to see insane stuff and unhuman stuff. All this man becoming a woman and raping and all this dirty, filthy stuff this bloody fucking monarch is doing, and these rabbis and these Welsh and these Spanish. The Spanish redheads. The redheads are the ones that are causing all the fucking strife in the world and put themselves in the Latter-day Saints on our land. Off they go. Pack your bags and the bus will come up. The bus, 600 of them, will pull up and chuck you in the container. The container has bars on it, and it's going to be pulled and dropped there. Yep, you're all going to sit in there and look at each other with one toilet and one table. That's it. That's our law. That's the High Court of Admiralty of King William IV and King William III and the flag. It's not a fucking play flag. It's a fucking real mortgage lien and bankruptcy flag. It's the mortgage broker that I am. A mortgage bank broker. Okay? You got that in your fucking head? Bank broker and creditor of debt people. People make debt their instrument of making money and illegally pirating on the high sea. Okay? You're going to get thrown in the high sea. Back to your Pope Sovereign. There's Sovereign, Pope, and King Jack Liam here, Sovereign. He's the Sovereign. I'm saying so, because it's our court. I'm running the court. And judge. That's what rabbis and these Welsh, Spanish people that are trying to take over the world, judiciary. They call themselves judiciary. Where's the fucking judiciary in that? I want you to put your title in front of me. If you haven't got it, you've never had it. You just fucking made it in your head. Made it up in your head. Illusions in your brain. And the Dutchman's come to clean you up. This one I hear says he's got connections to the Dutch, but it doesn't matter, because all the richest country in the world is Ireland. See? The fucking mongrels put all their businesses over there so they don't have to pay tax. Huh? The fucking tax dodgers. I've got the tax department in Australia on this Eddie Mitchell that's from here screwed me. 17 trillion US dollars. They put that together, 50 years of research, and he just fucked the bloody thing in his own fucking name. Put it in the Mitchell Family Trust. See? Just like his ancestors here. Eddie Mitchell. That fellow with that fellow. That Pākehā Eddie Mitchell. A Pākehā Eddie Mitchell and a Maori black Eddie Mitchell. A black and white minstrel. And Pākehā and Maori. Together, caught in the fraud. And I'm going to fucking put them in jail, mate. In jail they go. Because you know why? My fucking brain, my DNA, is fucking judges and fucking lawyers. Okay? Right inside me in the tikanga law of truth on East Island and Rapa Nui and Raiatea Island. That, I got it all wrapped up in one bloody document. You see, if you haven't got documents like that, what the fuck have you got? Nothing. Just a fucking whim. Just a whim. That's all you were. Pretenders. Pretenders and pretend to be English and pretend that you were the one that's the victim. Just like Israel and Netanyahu. They're the victim. They say they're the victim. No, they use the king's law to take over Palestine. So we're going to get Palestine natives back their country. Okay? 257 countries, and we're the first native to start kicking them off. Kick off the government here, kick them out. The whole bloody lot. Put the 120 of them in the fucking container and lock them up in the container and put it on the next fucking container to fucking bloody Italy and Rome. They can go back there, take their sovereignty. Everybody that's on the corporate side, go in the container and go straight to the Pope. He can have his sovereignty back, and the other ones that want to stay here, stay with Jack's sovereignty, because we only need one Irish to clean a lot of them out, because they've all hidden their money and their wealth in Ireland. So we just take Ireland back. Right? That's my fucking ancestor. St. Patrick on the 8-point star on our flag. That's it. Nobody else has got that flag for that. Napoli, all of us can forget about flying for a fucking putanga, because you can't do what I do. Okay? You fellas kick me off your fucking marae. Escape, trespass me off my bloody land. The Kohere and the brothers, Ray Kohere and Rarawa Kohere. You fellas, I'm going to fix you buggers up, you know, what you did to me. That's fucking my intelligence. You fucked my intelligence up. You haven't got the fucking intelligence. You're a professor of contemporary history. I've got the traditional, original history, and you fucking put your name right over my land. Well, off you fucking go back to Popeland. You can go to Popeland. All of you fucking Runanga, all of you fucking Iwi, all of you, out, gone. Okay, I'm going to put some people there from fucking Bougainville. Yep, they'll come and clean you fucking bastards out. I'm going over there. I'm going to Bougainville. You see why? Because they'll listen to me over there. Not you bastards. You listen to yourself in the jail. Okay, so that's all I got for you buggers. And don't fucking take this video off Facebook, because it'll always be there in my camera and put into Magistrate and that other one Andy's got. That other website. I'll put it over there so I can save it, and it will always be in history. The traditional, original, indigenous, native, sovereign history. And the king that was the best of the British crown put it and set it all up, and the fucking mongrel Queen Victoria and Queen Elizabeth and Rothschild and BlackRock, all those people came along and swiped it. They fucking pinched it. And America, all those fucking people who got booted out by the Protestant king, they're coming back and think they're going to go into Westminster with those fucking Muslims they put in there to give them consent, royal assent of Charlie, who's not even a fucking king. He's just there, and the Muslims have taken him over because he's one of them rabbis. He's a fucking rabbi. That's all it is, Jack. Rabbi. Okay, you got that? You got that? We got the enemy there, the Welsh, the Spanish, and the fucking Germans that fashioned this British crown business. Okay? They put it all together, but the Dutchman kicked it off. The Dutchman has the right of legality, of legitimacy of the Crown Britain, and we're taking the crown over. We're banishing the whole lot of them off the land of England and take the Bank of England over with our documents of King William III of Orange, who created the Bank of England Act 1694 and created the 2-bar Patterson pound note that's had the royal assent of him and put into cash, is going into the Maui Crown King William III Trust account as creditors, okay? Assignees, royal assignees, okay? And Jack is taken up as King of Ireland, okay? He's the King of Ireland from here, Ulster in North Ireland, here, straight to Ulster in Erie. Erie is the native name of Ireland. Ireland is the name of these Turkey rabbis and these people who stole the Hebrew, who stole Jesus and made black Jesus into a white Jesus, altered the fucking Bible. That was a Greek that did that. Altered the fucking Bible, the original Bible, and made lots of Bibles, and all crooked. They're all crooked because they went for the money and the tax, and not anybody else. So there, those bloody rabbis pinched that thing off the top of the pyramid. That's not theirs. That's the black African. It's nothing to do with those fucking rabbis or anybody that made the British Crown. It's not. They took the top of it off somebody else's fucking memorial and took my Moa statue from East Island and stuck it in the City of London. Now they cleaned out the City of London, ran away and closed it down and kept the fucking law that King William III put together and our flag. Our flag, 4 corners of the earth, with the 8-point star of St. Patrick. He died in Ireland as an Irish. He went there to help the poor people of Ireland. He didn't want to go with his father, was one of the top politicians in Westminster Parliament. He said, "No, I'm dead. I don't want your money and your wealth and your title. I want to go and help the poor people, and I'll go there as my own church, St. Patrick Church." So I went there to unveil the flag with a few people there, and Paul Brown, I stayed at his place, to unveil that 8-point star flag, and this fucking Queen and this government here and Napui and everybody else is wearing the 8-point star on themselves as their authority. No, it isn't. It's fucking not yours. You're not fucking from Ireland and from where I come from in the East Cape. Okay, you can't talk like this. Okay, you got to go to school and learn how this fucking great trick of taking over the whole world, this works. And it's just a white man's brain and a brown man's fucking following like fucking sheep. Okay, a wolf in sheep's clothing. Okay, that's all. I better go and get ready to go in the station. Okay, see you later. Bye for now. Today is Wednesday, the 30th of July 2024. Okay, bye for now. Have fun. Peace, love and harmony.